Hi, I'm Tom Wishon, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the state of the golf equipment industry today and how that may affect you as a custom club maker in your club fitting business. By now, most of you have probably heard the news that was released not all that long ago where Dick's Sporting Goods, the largest of the golf retailers in the United States, had laid off 500 golf professionals from their stores and had decided to reduce the amount of square footage devoted to selling golf clubs by 1,000 square feet per store. Reports also have been coming out lately how some of the major golf club companies are down this year in sales. You're hearing also reports about the number of golfers who play the game is on the decline, and from that, the size of the market is smaller as well. Sounds like doom and gloom, I suppose, to many of you. But actually, it's not. And I want to tell you why, because it's very important that you understand this as you go forward to try and custom fit golfers and help them play to the best of their ability. First of all, the reason that the golf equipment industry is down and companies like Dick and the retailers are not doing as well is chiefly because the business model of the major golf club companies is severely flawed. A number of years ago, many of you may not remember this, but you become aware of the fact that a number of the golf club companies did IPOs or they became part of very large corporations that were publicly traded. This gave them the money to go out and increase their marketing expenditures to really hype up the sales of their golf clubs. And very quickly, it got to the point where you had 5 major golf equipment companies who were controlling some 75% of the golf club business. And collectively, these 5 companies were doing between $3 and $4 billion a year in sales. And yet, the one thing people weren't aware of when this growth, this massive growth was going on, was the fact that all these companies were trying to do their $3 or $4 billion a year in sales to a market that was not even 10% of the total population of the United States. Now think about that. That's severe competition, and when you have 4 of the 5 largest golf equipment companies that are publicly traded, with the resulting pressure for keeping their stock prices healthy by keeping their revenues up and their profits glowing, that's an awful lot of pressure. Well, eventually something may burst and bust, and that's basically what's happened now. As the decline of golfers has continued because of the effects of the recession, pressures for people to work more hours, just not enough hours in the day to continue playing, maybe not enough discretionary income to continue paying the club membership or green fees for whatever reason. When you have a smaller market out there, you just don't have as many people buying golf clubs. Well, what did the big companies do during this period? They keep rolling out new club models sooner and sooner. And now you have a situation where for them to be able to come close to making the revenue that they're supposed to make, they have to be introducing a brand new model every 6 months. Okay, what's the result of this? Each model is backed by marketing that assures the consumer that this model is going to play better than the one before it. Well, when you hear that message coming out every 6 months, it's pretty natural that an awful lot of golfers are going to begin to start thinking, wait a minute, do these companies really have my best interests at heart as a golfer? Or are they just simply trying to stick their hand in my wallet and get me to spend more money to keep their sales up? Probably. That's certainly one response. You also have a situation going on where people have continued to buy golf clubs off the rack. And as you well know, this is a situation where the clubs are built to one series of standard specifications. You know, as custom club fitters, that just doesn't work. Because golfers are so different size, strength, athletic ability, swing characteristics, and you know from the work you've done right now. If you fit all 12 specifications on each one of the clubs in the bag, the vast majority of golfers do walk away with game improvement. So, is this bad now that the golf equipment business is down, fewer golf clubs are being sold, inventory is flooded into the pro shops? Is this a bad situation for club makers? Not really, not in my opinion. It's an opportunity, really. And here's why. These golfers, the ones that are left, the tens of millions who still play this game, They still want a solution. They're still interested in buying equipment that could help them play to the best of their ability. Right now, they're a little frustrated at the message that's been thrown at them by the big golf companies. New model every 6 months. The $400 driver they buy in March becomes the $199 closeout in October, and the next model comes out with even greater promises. They're frustrated at that. They're getting to a point where they just don't believe that that's the way that they can buy golf clubs to be able to play better. You provide the solution. You have exactly what is needed with your club fitting skills, your club making skills, and pair it up with us, with Tom Wishon Golf, as a quality supplier of very innovative, high-quality club heads, shafts, and grips for your custom club fitting work. If we partner together in this, if we can get the golfers to come to your shop so that you can talk to them about the benefits of custom fitting being better than buying standard-made golf clubs off the rack, those golfers can wake up and they will respond, because they're not done thinking about buying golf clubs. They're only frustrated at buying golf clubs the way they've been buying them. You and I, together, we offer a different solution. And that solution can help them play better through proper custom fitting. Now, over the next year, we're making a bigger commitment at Wishon Golf to be able to try and drive more golfers to come to your shops. If you've looked at our website, it's all about marketing to the consumer to try and tell them why custom fitting through you is better than buying standard-made clubs off the rack. We're devoted in this industry to trying to create a business model that is so much more effective than the standard off-the-rack business model of the big golf companies. So partner together. We're going to be going out and making a bigger effort to try and get our name out there, to get the fact that you are the solution to their equipment needs, to go see you as a club fitter. That's what we're going to be working. Sure, we don't have a big budget. We're not going to be out there on television or in any of the major print markets, but the internet is a tremendous way to be able to get the message you want to a very large number of people. We don't need millions and millions of golfers. We need thousands and thousands of golfers. How would it be if all of a sudden, over the next year, another 50 golfers just walked into your shop and asked you a little bit about your club fitting services, or asked you if you work with Tom Wishon Golf Designs? That's our goal. And we can do this because the internet's going to give us a little bit more of an ability to do that for a very low cost. And that's my commitment to you. We're going to work our tails off here at Wishon Golf to try and make more golfers aware that there is a better solution. Custom fitting through you, the professional custom club makers, using Wishon Golf Designs for your work. Thanks very much for your time, and let's all work really hard to make this next year the best one ever for all of us.